Welcome to my channel. My name is Ria, and in this video we are going to talk about 5 foods that can help us burn fat. But before we begin, I do request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video. And if you want to work out at home, I also have a workout channel where I post home workout videos. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. But before we dive into these 5 foods, I just want to mention that the best way to burn fat, the best way to lose weight is by following a proper nutrition plan and an exercise program. These foods can be an addition to that program and plan. Okay, so let's talk about those 5 foods now. So the first food on the list is coffee. Now, coffee can help with fat mobilization, and it does this because when we consume coffee, a neurotransmitter, a hormone, a chemical called epinephrine is released in the body, and epinephrine is very effective at fat mobilization, which means it can help us burn fat. Another reason that coffee can help with weight loss is because it can balance blood sugar levels, and when our blood sugar levels are balanced, cravings go down, and when we don't have cravings, we're less likely to reach for that packet of chips or that packet of biscuits or that cake or anything sweet. So that's why coffee is the first item on the list. It can help with fat burning because it releases epinephrine, and it can also help control blood sugar, which can reduce cravings. Now, one thing important with coffee is that it's best to consume this in moderation. Too much coffee will not be the best thing. It can lead to anxiety, it can lead to insomnia, a bunch of other things. So in moderation, coffee is a great thing. Also, a lot depends on how we consume our coffee, right? If we consume it with a lot of additives, with a lot of sugar, with a lot of cream, then the fat burning effects tend to not be very strong. But if we take it black with maybe a dash of milk, maybe a little bit of sweetener such as stevia, then the fat burning benefits are more. So it's very important to take your coffee clean without too many things in it, especially if you're looking for the fat burning effect. The next item on the list is green tea. Green tea has a compound known as EGCG, and EGCG can promote the breakdown of fat. EGCG is also an antioxidant, and antioxidants fight free radical damage, and free radical damage is what ages us. So coffee has a lot of antioxidants as well. So along with fat burning, both coffee and green tea can have an anti-aging effect because they're full of oxidants that fight free radical damage. Now, similar to coffee, green tea also contains caffeine, which can help with the fat burn process as well. But most importantly, green tea has something known as catechins. Now, these are compounds that can help burn visceral fat. Visceral fat is belly fat, and this is extremely important because belly fat is more harmful than other types of fat, right? We have belly fat, we have subcutaneous fat. Subcutaneous fat is, say, fat under the skin, on our arms, on our legs, things like that. But belly fat is dangerous. It's dangerous because it's linked with inflammation, it's linked with insulin resistance, and inflammation and insulin resistance are linked with many diseases, right? So green tea can potentially help us burn belly fat, help us burn visceral fat, which can go a long way in improving our health. The third item on the list is cinnamon. Now, cinnamon has an active compound called cinnamaldehyde, and cinnamaldehyde can help with thermogenesis, which is an increase in body temperature due to which we increase fat burning. So that's why cinnamon can be helpful in burning fat, because it increases body temperature, thereby helping us burn fat. Cinnamon can also control our blood sugar levels, and this is extremely important for fat burning, for weight loss, because usually when our blood sugar levels fluctuate, that's when we reach out for something sweet, that's when we have cravings, that's when we get into that vicious cycle of eating every 2 hours and not being able to break that pattern. So that's another reason why cinnamon helps with fat burning. Cinnamon, like green tea has anti-inflammatory properties as well, and when our body is inflamed, weight loss becomes difficult. So since green tea and cinnamon both have anti-inflammatory properties and can reduce inflammation in the body, that can help us with weight loss and fat burning. The fourth item on the list is chilies. Chilies have an active compound known as capsaicin. Now, capsaicin, similar to cinnamaldehyde, can help with thermogenesis, which is an increase in body temperature and thus fat burning. Capsaicin can also help us manage our insulin levels, right? And insulin levels are very closely associated with fat burning, with weight loss as well. So when we can manage those correctly, fat burning becomes easier. So that was the fourth item on the list, chilies. The last item on the list is apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar can suppress our appetites, and when our appetites are lower, then we tend to consume less food. We also have less cravings, and this in turn can lead to weight loss and fat burning. But that's not all. Cinnamon can also lower blood sugar levels, right? So because it has an effect on blood sugar levels, it can help us with fat burn and weight loss. It also influences our insulin levels, and insulin is very intimately connected to fat burning and weight loss. So apple cider vinegar can influence insulin levels and thereby promote weight loss and fat burning. That's not all. Apple cider vinegar has acetic acid, and acetic acid is especially beneficial for burning belly fat, the visceral fat that we talked about, the fat that is more harmful than, say, subcutaneous fat. So these were the 5 foods that have fat burning properties: coffee, green tea, cinnamon, chilies, and apple cider vinegar. It's important to follow a proper nutrition program as well as a proper exercise program to get the results that you want. These foods can be an addition, and these foods should be consumed in moderation. And I would strongly advise against taking these in pill form, right? It's best to consume these foods in their natural form, not as an isolation that is found in pills. So I hope this video was helpful in some way, and if there is a topic that you'd want me to speak about connected to diet and nutrition, then do let me know in the comment box and I will try my best to make that happen. I will see you next week now.